She knows something. Valerio Alexievich, you're a liar.
I've had enough for today. Defendants will be remanded in custody.
I haven't finished. I still have more evidence to give.
Court is now adjourned. We will resume tomorrow with Comrade Sabina. Anything.
What are you waiting for, Legasov? Tell your lies. Legasov's already given it away. He said there was no way to avoid what was coming. He knows.
Hello. I'd like to ask a few questions about this breakfast cereal.
Yeah. Box of tricks.
That's right. I've been led to understand that tricks are exclusively for children. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, they say tricks are for kids in the commercials.
And is that enforced by law?
Not to my knowledge, no.
So if I purchase these tricks, there'll be no trouble?
No, you should be fine.
You do understand that I myself am not a child?
I was able to sniff that out, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to bring these back to my apartment.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
And, I won't be followed.
No, that's not in our budget here.
Hey, won't forget what you've done for me here today.
I would prefer that you do. Hello.
I'd like to ask a few questions about this breakfast cereal.
Yeah, box of tricks.
Remodeling homes, creating content, I'm burnt out. Well, that's what...
Absolutely, Captain. You got it. Every seat is in its upright and most uncomfortable position, by the way. Sometimes you get that, kind of turn. That's the pilot's having fun up in the front. All right, here's your first question. At Elise Rena writes, why do smaller planes feel like you're on a scary roller coaster when taking off and landing? I'm with you 100% on this. It has to do with the size. The smaller the airplane, the more bouncy it's going to feel when you're flying around. The bigger, the heavier. Think about this with a car. When you're in a great big luxury car, we used to call them land yachts back in the day, right? Why does the fair and lovely Mrs. Captain Steve want the biggest, most massive SUV on the planet to drive around? Because she feels more secure in it, but it's also heavier, and it gives her a much smoother ride. So she likes, on her rear end, a nice, smooth ride. And so the more weight you've got, the better for that. It goes with a car. Same thing with an airplane. The bigger the airplane, the heavier the airplane, the smoother the ride's going to be. So it's just kind of a perception. But yeah, you're not wrong about that. It seems many times like you're on a roller coaster. All right. At CM Harrigan says this: why do planes bank so hard immediately after takeoff? Can't they gradually turn? Well, the answer to that is most of the time right after takeoff, the pilots are actually hand flying the airplane. So some of the motion of the airplane might feel a little bit more abrupt because the pilot is turning the airplane, where the autopilot might do it more smoothly. That's why we turn the autopilot on for the rest of the flight. It's not that the pilots can't fly the airplane or they don't want to, but if you think about an 8-hour flight, let's say you're going from JFK over to London, 7.5, 8 hours altogether. If I hand flew that airplane the whole way, number one, I would get extremely exhausted doing that. I would have to concentrate on the altitude the whole way across, and again, not a good use of my time, and it would really wear me out. But from the back of the airplane, I would get sloppier and sloppier the more tired I got, and the airplane would be doing like this, right? And you'd eventually be grabbing that air sick bag, saying, who in the world is flying this airplane? That's why we hand it over to the autopilot. The autopilot does a much better job, much smoother, much easier on you, much safer for the flight attendants, much less fatigue on the pilots. All right, so it all works together. But yeah, right after takeoff, sometimes you get that, kind of turn. That's the pilots having fun up in the front. Yep. All right, great. At Olivia Hedenhals. All right. Once the pilot told us to turn all our devices off completely, not just airplane mode. Why? There's a good reason for that. If you're in bad weather and you're going down to minimums, many of the airlines have in their operating procedures to make a PA that you're to turn everything off in the back of the airplane. That's so that there's not any possibility that there's any sort of interference with the navigation equipment. Now, the airplane mode thing is only a deal here really in the US. When you go over to Europe and other places, they don't even have you turn your electronics off at all. But way back when cell phones first kind of started back in the 90s and so forth, they did some tests, and there was some indication that all of those devices in the back of the airplane, that long metal tube that you're in, could cause some interference to the navigation equipment. Above 10,000 feet, it's not really that big a deal. Below 10,000 feet, when you're going to land, you want to be lined up precisely on that runway. And if you're in bad weather and you can't see out until the last second, when the airplane's about to touch down, you don't want to have a surprise when you break out from the clouds. You want to be right on that runway. So you want your nav equipment to not have any interference. So when the weather is really bad, like let's say they're going to do an auto land, or it's what's called a Cat 3 landing into fog or bad weather, the captain may come on and say, folks, I need you to turn everything off. Not just on airplane mode, I need you to turn everything off. If you hear that PA from the captain, absolutely go and turn everything off. All right, it's very important that you do that. So that's why you heard that PA. That's excellent. All right, let's see. At Dogfish 1004, how long minimum does it take to become a wide body FO? Could I do that as a new hire? The answer to that is yes. It depends on the airline and what seats they need to fill. I upgraded to a wide body FO after 6 months at my airline, and that was back in 1992. So we still had engineer positions back then. You don't have to worry about that today. There's no more engineers. You're going to go right to the right seat of something, most likely a narrow body, but every once in a while they've got an opening in a wide body position, and you might get it as a new hire, go right into that. You've heard me talk many times about how they're forcing pilots to upgrade to the left seat, to the captain's seat, sometimes within 18 months of being hired at an airline. So again, American Airlines, United, their pilots are upgrading very quickly to the left seat. It makes sense that you're going to upgrade to that FO spot on a wide body rather quickly. What tends to happen in an airline is this. You've got narrow body FOs and narrow body captains. Many times the narrow body captains go back to the right seat of a wide body airplane. The quality of life and so forth, they get paid almost as much as a wide body FO, but they get a better bid every month, so they'll go back to that for a number of years until they can go straight to the left seat or the upgrade on that wide body airplane. So there may be a delay to upgrading to a wide body FO in that instant, but for the most part, because of the enormous hiring that they're doing, you're going to upgrade rather quickly to wide body FO. All right, at Chappie, 651. If you are rated on the 777, say with GE engines, is that rating across the board for the Rolls-Royce or Pratt & Whitney variants, or is that slightly different controls or type ratings? It's the type rating is not based on the engine that you have on your aircraft. However, you have to get training on the different variants of the engines to get your type rating. So it seems like I'm saying the same thing but a different way. I get type rated on the 777. During my type rating check rides and my simulator sessions, I will fly at my airline. We only have the Rolls-Royce and the GE engines. I'll fly some on the GE, that was the 300 variant, some with the Rolls-Royce, that was the 200 variant. I have to have a little bit of time in both of those, and then they give me a type rating that's good for all of them. So yeah, the answer to your question is yes, sort of, but it's not really dependent specifically on the engine type. It's based on the airframe type. Hopefully, if you get both engines, you get time on both of those. All right, at 10:27, who exactly do pilots call when they call dispatch, and what goes on during the phone call? That's an excellent question, because you hear me all the time on this channel talking about 2 out and 2 in, right? So the 2 in that the captain have to talk to are the flight attendants and the passengers. The 2 out are ATC. He has to tell them his intentions, and he talks to dispatch. What is dispatch? Dispatch is the company. Every company's got a headquarters someplace. At my airline, the headquarters was in Dallas, and so I've got a satellite communication number that I can talk with my designated dispatcher for that flight. So every flight that goes out with a commercial airline has an assigned name and a desk number for that dispatcher. So let's say the dispatcher's name is Bob Allen. And Bob Allen, it'll say right next to him, Flight Desk 57. So when I go to call, if I have to call Bob Allen, and I can call him anytime. I can call him for, give me an update on my alternates at my air, where I'm headed, or give me an update on the weather. I can talk to Bob for anything. He's there for me to reach out to. But if I've got an emergency and I need to tell Bob I'm going someplace else, or negotiate with Bob where he would like that airplane to end up, because there may be other airplanes that are diverting as well, I'll talk to Bob. I'll just go and we'll put in the computer, I'll put in Flight Desk 57, there's a number that's associated with that, and I hit the SATCOM call button, and it dials up Bob, and we can hear him on the speakers in the cockpit, so both me and the other pilots can listen to what Bob has to say. They can ask him questions at the same time. It really works out wonderfully. Many times when you talk to dispatch and you've got a mechanical problem on the airplane, he will patch you in with a mechanic that's at headquarters, and the 3 of you can discuss the whole thing. Works out great. So that's who dispatch is. Every company has a different dispatch in a different location, but you're talking to your company representative that's following you on that flight. All right. Awesome question. Okay, now it's time for my favorite question asker. It's time for this guy.
It's time for Dalton's Dad's questions for Captain Stan.
That's right. It's time for a question from Dalton's dad, and here it comes today. Dalton is my director, and his dad has a lot of questions. Does the FAA have any actual power over foreign commercial pilots or airliners? Dalton's dad, excellent question. The answer to that is yes. They have ultimate power over American pilots that come over and fly into their country. And vice versa. If foreign pilots come over here, the FAA can show up at any time and give them a quiz or ask them for something. I have been kind of gotten pop quizzes over in Spain, over in Paris, London one time. Their equivalent of their FAA showed up, and they just wanted to, in London, they just wanted to see our license and our medical. All right, I carry that with me at all times, so I pulled out my license, it's current, my medical, it's current, thank you very much, and they went on to the next airplane. Over in Paris, they wanted to give us a drug test before our flight. Very unusual. Usually drug tests are done after the flight, but we were walking down to the gate, and there's the equivalent of the French FAA. And they said, hey, stand here, breathe into this. I blew 0.0. Thank you very much. You're cleared to go on to your flight. Over in Spain, they wanted some documents from us, and we had to go into the iPad and look up the documents. It took quite a while. It took about a half an hour to find the documentation that they were looking for, but they were basically telling us, you're not legal to go flying unless you can produce this certain documentation. We did. They were good. They were satisfied with that. But they have ultimate authority over any airplane from any country while it's in their country. In fact, if you don't have that stuff, you can be detained. You can spend a night in the box. All right. They've even carted guys off to jail for not having the proper documentation. It's crazy. Some places around the world, the stories are really unbelievable. All right. Great question from Dalton's dad. All right. Here we go. It's another one from Dalton's dad. We got two today. All right. When flying to airports outside the U.S., are there any special rules or procedures that differ from U.S. airports? Generally speaking, ICAO, you've heard me refer to ICAO. It's the International Civil Aviation Organization. They're based up in Montreal, Canada. It's a UN organization. Over the years, over the decades, they have kind of homogenized, if you will, international flying. There are a few places around the planet that don't follow the ICAO rules. Russia would be one of them. China is another one. Spain, to a certain degree. I don't know why, but all the ground markings at an airport in Spain are different than the ICAO standard ground markings at every other airport around the planet. And the idea is pilots from all different countries fly into all different airports, and we want to have some system of signage on the airport that they all recognize no matter where they go. So a runway would be marked the same way in every airport around the world. A taxiway would be marked the same way. In Spain, they're just a little off on that. Their signage is a little different. I've not spent any time flying into China or into Russia, but I've talked to enough people that have. They said a lot of their rules are completely different over there. But for the most part, to answer your question, flying outside of the U.S., are there any special rules or procedures? They try to make them as common around the world as they possibly can, but on rare occasion, there are some different procedures. All right, very good. Excellent. Great questions today, Dalton's dad. All right, back to at Mike in Louisville, Kentucky. This is a long question, but hang in there. It's a good one. Captain Steve, I'm a big fan of your channel. Thank you. I'm a big fan of you now. And you're my new best friend. And I never miss an episode. Awesome. What do pilots usually talk about in the cockpit during flight? Since the cockpit voice recorder captures all conversations, including casual chatter, does that make pilots more quiet than talkative during the cruise portion of a flight? I've always wondered whether the possibility of the FAA reviewing recordings makes pilots avoid things like jokes, gossip, or anything that could be interpreted the wrong way, especially on long, uneventful flights. Thanks for everything you do. I'd love to hear your insights on this topic. That is a really great question. I've actually thought about this many times over the years. Most of the time, you kind of get going and you forget that you're being recorded, to be quite honest. And I've talked about everything you can imagine up in the cockpit, some of the craziest conversations. And I think it's an important thing to be able to hold a conversation in the cockpit. When I first got interviewed at my airline, they interviewed me for about 20-25 minutes. It was two retired captains and a current captain. They were doing the interview. They didn't ask me any technical questions about aviation or flying. I'm not sure why. We just kind of talked for 25 minutes. I think they were looking at my resume already, and they knew what they were looking at. And I had all the qualifications that they wanted. I think they wanted to know, could I hold a conversation? Because quite honestly, 90% of the job is getting along with the other pilots and being able to hold a conversation. Is there something weird about me or odd about me, right? None of that came up in that 25-minute conversation, and so they gave me a thumbs up, and I got hired a few weeks later. Now, back to this question. I don't think many people think about it. The cockpit voice recorder, I think, records currently for 2 or 3 hours, and then it records over itself. The airplane's starting, I think next year it is, the cockpit voice recorders have to record for 24 hours. So this might be more of a factor going forward. Now, below 10,000 feet, it is required that we remain sterile in the cockpit, and that means no extra conversations, no chatting, if you will, no gossip, no jokes. If it pertains to the flight or the checklist, or it's pertinent to something that both of you need to know for the conducting the flight safely, then great, you can talk about that. Now, this is where pilots get into trouble. Do they laugh and scratch and tell jokes below 10,000 feet? Yeah, it's easy to kind of forget about that 10,000 foot restriction. I've a couple of times over the years as a first officer had the captain remind me, hey Steve, it's sterile below 10,000. That's a nice way to say knock off the chatter, okay? I've also had to say that a couple times to the co-pilots when they start getting, they're talking about something. I'm like, hey guys, let's just keep it sterile below 10,000. Okay, great. Everybody gets that reminder every once in a while. I don't really give a second thought to what might be heard by the FAA. The unions have done a lot to help with that over the years. I don't think there's anybody that goes in and reviews what pilots might be talking about or might not be talking about. It only becomes a factor if there's an incident or an accident, and then they pull the cockpit voice recorder. At that point, you better make sure that you were sterile below 10,000. If you weren't, it might come back to bite you. Just a word of wisdom to my younger pilots. Okay, wow, that's a great question. All right, at Christina Romeo 4199, how do pilots in commercial aircraft go about avoiding countries and certain regions that are in conflict? And how did this thing change after MH17 with a question mark? So I think MH17 was the Malaysian airplane that was shot down. Was it near Ukraine or somewhere near Russia? And I think it was an errant rocket that got him. And again, we get all sorts of notice to airmen, NOTAMs that come out of
tax expertise. Switch to a TurboTax expert for $150. All tax situations, all returns. $150 all in, no surprises. Now this is taxes.
About areas that are like that. Your dispatch should you weigh around any sort of armed conflict. Again, some of these things happen, and maybe dispatch hasn't heard that a war broke out. Maybe it just happened the day before, 2 days prior, and they haven't gotten around to rerouting you yet. Generally speaking, the flight routes get changed rather quickly. But yeah, that was a huge tragedy. We are usually routed well away from any area where there's an armed conflict going on the ground, just to avoid any sort of mistakes with military aircraft or an aircraft that they might want to shoot down. It was a shame what happened to that airplane. All right, at Blinky Blinky Blinky, why are we required to put our seats back all the way up on takeoff and landing? I don't think people are going to get injured if it's reclined 10 degrees, and or is the landing part of it to restore the cabin to an organized looking cabin with all of the seats upright? It has nothing to do with the appearance of the cabin. It has everything to do with who is behind you and getting out of that airplane. The FAA wants every airplane to be evacuated, and that would be at full capacity, to everybody out in 90 seconds. So that's why they put the number of exits in that they do. That's why they train the flight attendants to get you out of there within 90 seconds. That's the goal. If a seat back is reclined, even just a little bit, it could impede the progress of somebody behind you. It's not about you, it's about the person behind you. That's why the tray tables have to be up. What's the big deal? Why can't I have the tray table down and keep doing my laptop work? It's because it would impede the progress of that person next to you. If you're on the aisle, they can't get out as quickly with your tray table down. Now, this isn't an ideal world. You say, well, wait a minute, what if we kind of have a firm landing and all the tray tables come down and the seats are... That can happen. But we need to start with a clean slate. And that clean slate should be every seat is in its upright and most uncomfortable position, by the way. And that your tray tables are up and locked in position. And everything is stowed under the seat in front of you. That gives you the best opportunity, the best chance to, in the long run, get out of that aircraft in that 90-second time frame. That's why it's there. All right, last question. At David James 6878, why is fuel measured in pounds rather than in a liquid measurement? And how does the captain determine how much fuel to load on board? Sometimes the places they'll ask it in liters, and then I got to do a little conversion to convert it into liters. But it just depends on what measurement they're used to using. Usually, if you give it to them in pounds or liters, they'll do the conversion just to know how many basically kind of gallons or how much fuel total you have on that airplane. But it's for the eventuality that something might go wrong. So does the captain determine how much fuel he takes on board? That's usually done initially by the dispatcher. We talked about the dispatcher earlier. But the captain can change the fuel load, usually by adding fuel. So there's been many times I looked at it, I looked at the weather, misunderstanding, yes, you're gonna be free to go, but you need to find out, so you need to relax.
just investigating, okay?
Okay.
Nobody had said that you were
Your neighbor is.
right here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's not Jesus Christ. What's your name?
No, it's 2/3 to the way.
Don't touch me.
Can you tell
Do
me
not
what?
touch
Can
me.
you tell me what set that says?
It's the beauty Libanos.
She got 2 different.
What a what? It's a what to Dineski was what? I'm Heather Sunderman. Heather Sunder. I'm Heather Okay. Heather. Formerly Heather Sunderman. I'm divorced. I was Sunderman. Now I am.
What is the reason for you to have two different...
Because I have children with the same last name as Sunderman.
How much you had to drink? I can smell it on your breath.
One drink. What's one? A Bloody Mary. It's just one. Can you tell me what the problem was?
I'm trying, but you're interrupting me and you only get to argue with me.
I have been very I've been very quiet.
No,
what is
were you?
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what's going on?
So you're gonna listen to me this time without interrupting me? What I have to say?
Please tell me
Okay.
what's going on.
I'm gonna repeat myself then. You were caught as a reckless driver, unable to maintain lane.
That is very surprising to me.
Okay, all right. You carry on the car.
Can you tell me what's going on tonight, please?
All right, guys.
I'm the former wife.
I need somebody to stay with her so I can find out what the heck is going on. Okay?
I would also like to know what the heck is going on tonight. Please, is someone hurting me? Is there someone gone?
We're trying to figure it out, okay? What's your name?
Heather.
We're trying to figure out.
One moment. I'm going to grab my phone.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stand right there, please.
Excuse me?
You're detained right now.
4113. I need my phone.
Now, you understand?
I need my phone.
No, right now.
Excuse me? Not right now? What is your...
Deputy Martin Reyes.
Martin Reyes.
Yes, ma'am.
Please call Deputy Key West Police Officer... Baudret.
How are you doing? Okay, what's going on? How are you related?
So this gentleman had his blinker on, and he was going like 30, 35 miles an hour.
Okay, who are you?
I'm parked. This is my car right up here. I was right behind this.
You are the one who called us.
He's the one who called you.
Okay, let me talk to you because I want to be right with you, okay? So you're the one who called us. Tell me what's going on.
She hit me when I was pulling out of Sugarloaf Boulevard, and then she took off. So I turned around, chased her. She did a loop, came back on the US 1. I called the deputy. Well, I called the sheriff's department. I followed her. This gentleman passed me because I was only going 35. When he passed me, he realized that this guy was messed up because he was swerving back and forth. The lady was swerving back and forth.
Okay.
And then I guess you or somebody else pulled him over. Went in there. That's as far as I know.
All right, do you have the damage to the car?
Yeah.
Pablo.
Is that the old guy or the young guy?
He's my age. Is that
What's your age?
Is that old to you?
I don't know what your age is. How old are you?
I'm sorry, but if you don't know if you don't know how old I am, you have no business.
It's a 101 RTA call.
Actually, I'm chills with
You.
Well, you're gonna be rude. I'm not being rude to you.
Yes, you are.
Why am I being rude to you?
You know what you're doing.
Yes.
So she said swipe you.
Yeah, she started swiping me in the light. She was turning into Sugarloaf Boulevard, and she didn't make it. She just hit me.
Okay, so she's gonna have a damage to the driver's side of the vehicle, right?
She should have it to this side.
Yeah, so the driver's side of the vehicle.
She should.
15 years.
Okay. 15 years what?
Robert
Robert?
Sunderman.
Who's that?
Key West KD.
Okay. Once again, we are not in Key West.
I know. Neither were you when you followed me.
I just got here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know. Did you pull me over?
That was me.
That was you pulled me over. Where were you when you pulled me over?
Right behind you.
Where?
Right behind you.
Where?
Right behind you.
Where?
Right out here.
You think I don't know?
Where was I?
Give me my phone and I'll tell you.
Where was I? Well, why? Because your friend behind you called you?
Stay right there. You're going to be placing handcuffs. You understand?
Don't walk.
You're going to be putting handcuffs if you don't relax.
Please call.
We're not calling anybody.
Please call.
We are not calling anybody. You're an adult, okay?
Key West KD.
He's not going to be able to do anything for you, okay?
Why are you doing this?
Because you're detained right now. And if
Why?
you keep trying to
Why?
walk away, you're going to be
Why am I
handcuffed.
detained?
Because we're conducting a criminal investigation, okay?
For what?
For crash, hit, and run.
Who did that?
And how much do we really have
I
to
did
drink?
not do anything. One Bloody Mary. One.
Just one?
One. Yes, just one. Give me my phone.
You
and
are not gonna get a phone.
I will be cooperate.
And you're not going back to that vehicle, okay?
I want to talk to Detective Pablo of the Key West PD, and I want to do it right now, or I'm gonna lose my.
You need to relax. Calm down.
Then call him.
I'm not calling him.
I'm
calling
not gonna
anybody.
relax until you tell me that you're gonna call him.
Okay, so I was behind this gentleman, and he had his flashers on, and was going like 30, 35 miles an hour, and I was like, all right, I gotta get around this guy, I don't know what he's doing. As soon as I get ahead of him, I see what he's doing, because this person's all over the road. So I did the same thing he did. I just hung back when we were pulling up on this past bridge. You were the other officer. I saw you pull out right behind me. I knew exactly what was going on. Then you were waiting for that person, and that's when I pulled over to the side so you could get around me and get behind this.
Okay, so you didn't
I was not damaged. No.
You didn't witness the crash.
No, sir.
And you basically just witnessed her like being all over the road.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
You good course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're not calling anybody, okay? You're an adult.
I want my phone. Please call Pablo. I didn't do anything. I haven't hurt anybody.
You
I
failed
have
to
not.
keep my commands to stay
No, I
still.
have not. You did not tell me to stay still.
Just stay right there. You're going to be placing handcuffs.
Did he tell me to stay still?
yes,
no,
we
he did
did.
not.
We
He
both
did not.
did.
No, he did not.
Yes, we did.
Krabla! Linda! Let me call my friend.
You need to relax.
No, what you're doing to me is unfair, and it's unjust, and it's not right. Linda!
because you're failing to comply with my legal lawful
Oh, but
orders.
I haven't done anything to you.
I tried to explain to you, but you're not listening.
I don't know what you're trying to explain to me because I don't speak English. Let me out, please. I don't
You
speak
are
English.
detained. You are detained.
I only speak English.
Why? I don't speak English.
I don't know what you're saying. Please speak.
Don't be racist to me.
Excuse me?
Yes, you're telling me I don't speak English?
You think I'm not from here?
I don't know where you're from.
Then why are you speaking to me like that?
Then why are you making fun of my accent?
Hey, what the Pablo? Yeah, I know better than that. Yeah. Pablo said you're on your own.
Excuse me?
Pablo said you're on your own.
I want to speak to him and he can tell me
He didn't want
himself.
to talk to you.
Please tell me what you accuse me of.
Crashing into something and leaving.
What? Did I crash into something?
That's what we're trying to find out.
I will call my ex-husband. Call my ex-husband right now.
I need to relax.
Call him right now.
How old are you? You're an adult. You're a grown woman.
I'm a grown woman. You're a grown man. Let me out.
No, you're detained.
You're a grown man.
You are detained.
If you say I'm a grown man, you let me him.
You are detained.
Please, my dog needs to get out.
Where's your dog?
He's in my bus.
Is he in your truck?
Yes, it's not my truck, my bus.
What bus?
Please take me to my dog.
What type of dog you got?
He's a Labrador. He's not gonna hurt you.
I got 2 dachshunds, 1 pit bull.
Dachshunds are awful. What? And pit bulls are awful.
Dachshunds are awesome.
They're terrible.
No, they're not.
They're terrible. Please take me to my dog.
That's the baddest dogs ever. My
Please take me to my dog. Please take me to my dog.
Okay, step into the car.
Give me my dog.
Miami.
No, you have no right to detain me without now telling me why.
Okay.
Where's my dog?
Okay, I want to explain you what's going on.
No, I don't want an explanation. I want out.
Yeah, be on the arrest.
Wait, imagine that I am your wife. How would you want someone to handle? No, imagine that I am your wife. Imagine that I am your wife. Stop!
Can you stop?
Stop! No!
Can we talk
No!
adults?
No!
Okay,
Until you stop.
Not talk at all.
No, we cannot stop it all.
If you can transport, I'm gonna follow.
Stop kicking!
Then let me out!
Ray, she keeps kicking my damn doors.
Look, you're gonna get sprayed.
Thank you, please let me out, please. I have problems with anxiety, please, just let me. Please, my anxiety is please, Patty. I don't know what I'm saying has happened.
Rest, okay? Listen.
Please, my anxiety, please let me breathe. Please let me breathe, otherwise you're gonna. Please let me breathe. Please let me breathe.
Let me breathe.
I can't breathe.
You can breathe if you
Please let me breathe. Please let me breathe. Please. I don't think you guys want me stuck in another death case on your brain. He's falling.
Primer pedido puedes obtener 3 cosas por solo 99 centavos y el envío es gratis. Presiona el enlace para visitar AliExpress.
Skip the lawyer. My insurance paid me right away after my car accident. No hassle, no fees.
After a car accident? Yeah, fast isn't always fair. That quick check from your insurance company, it might mean you're settling less than you may be entitled to, leaving serious money on
Okay, man.
Just stop.
Either you're gonna comply or you're gonna get sprayed. I'm not playing no more games.
Stop.
I know how your bullshit games work.
Please, stop. Please, wait. Please, stop. We're so fucking bad.
Man, you're already under arrest, so you're gonna keep getting more charges.
I want Pablo.
I'm giving you a direct order to stop resisting.
You think I don't know what that means in your
Yes.
language?
Yes.
It means
Just
you're gonna
stop resisting.
spray me if I don't.
And I'm ready to do it.
Which means you're a person.
Yes, I am. Stay still.
You person. You're all.
All just because my ex-husband is more powerful than I am.
I have no idea who you are. I have no idea who's your husband.
You don't care.
I
Which
know.
means you're a
You shouldn't be drinking
Which
and
means you're a
driving, okay?
person.
Shouldn't be drinking and driving and putting everybody else in
Drinking and driving. I was not drinking and driving.
I want Pablo. Go away!
Go away! Go away! You're a idiot.
Spray. Don't.
Stop it. Fool.
Sheriff's office.
Yeah.
Hello. Sorry to bother you, sir. Do you know a Heather?
Yeah.
Do you guys have her dog or anything like that?
Have a what?
Does she live here?
Yeah.
She lives here. Okay.
Yeah.
She got arrested for DUI.
Did she?
Yes. She got arrested for hit and run and DUI, and she was very concerned about her dog. So I don't know if she's just making a dog up or if there's a dog here.
I don't know where the dog is.
She's saying there's a boss that's parked out here. I don't know
There's
a boss.
Yeah, that's over here. RV.
So she's saying her dog isn't there.
Okay.
Okay, and she's very worried about her dog.
She probably wants somebody to take the dog out.
Can you guys take care of the dog?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
That would have been she left the scene of an accident.
Yes.
She got drunk.
Yes. Are you guys like family or?
My wife is a good friend of hers. We've been helping her out. She's in jail now?
She's on her way.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, sir. Have a good night.
Thank you for finally letting me go. Everything is going on. This is all under surveillance. So you know this. You're all getting watched. And when they see what you've done to me.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Ow! Ow! You see how strong I am? So tiny. Please stop. How have you treated me since I've been here?
Oh, I ain't been good to treat you bad yet.
No, you haven't. But go ahead and ask. What's your name? Can I see your name? He won't tell me his name. Make him say me see his name.
My name is Daniels.
Daniels what?
Daniels.
What Daniels?
Deputy.
Oh yeah? Talk to Pablo.
Can we dress her?
Talk to Pablo. Talk to... Ow! 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 Look at me! You stupid This video surveillance right now. The fact that you're making me piss myself is your f***ing fault about. I am the former wife of a police officer. You stupid and you're gonna pay. Okay, good.